Hey guys, and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique, and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. And I wanted to thank you guys so much for your continued love and support here on the channel. For those of you that are wanting to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box where you can send me an email, and I will provide you on more information on booking readings with me. So today's pick a card, we are looking at what do you need to hear right now? And we are setting the intention for this reading to connect with your spirit guides, your entire spirit team. So we are going to be collectively getting messages from your higher self, messages from the heavenly beings, spiritual beings of light, messages from the earth spirits, your ancestors, which is any of those that you have a connection to that are in spirit, whether you knew these ancestors or these were ancestors that were around before you were born. Okay. And then also messages from your future self. So just we're setting the intention that, you know, we're calling in your entire spirit team today for this reading. Okay. Higher self, heavenly spiritual beings, earth spirits, ancestors, as well as your future self. Okay. So any messages that your spirit team is basically wanting to bring forth for you at this time, we are going to be shuffling and putting the piles together on camera for you guys. But those of you that want to jump straight ahead to your reading, you can click the timestamp down below. But I am going to be showing you some crystals in just a second. We are going to have 3 piles today for this reading. So pile number 1, you are going to be this cream crystal here. That is going to be for pile number 1. And then pile number 2, you are going to be this smoky citrine crystal for pile 2. And then pile number 3, you are going to be this black river rock that has a little cream little spot on it. Okay, so I'm just going to hold these up here. Like I said, those of you that want to watch the whole putting the piles together, you can do that. I will have a timestamp for you guys if you want to watch that process, or if you already know just based off of the crystal which pile you want. What I'm also going to do is put a timestamp down below for you guys. Those of you that want to see your crystal with your already prepared pile, that will be, I will call it pile selection. Okay, and we will have the pile already shuffled with your crystal on top of it. So if you guys want to choose, and that might help you a little bit better that way. But these are the choices: pile 1 with the cream crystal, pile 2 with the smoky citrine, and then pile number 3 with the black river rock that has a little cream little spot on it. So timestamps will be down below for you guys. But those of you that are wanting to watch me put these piles together, you're more than welcome to do so. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's put these piles together. We are using 2 different tarot decks today. On the left, we have the Crow Tarot, and then on the right, we do have the Guardian of the Night Tarot. So we're going to be pulling 2 from the Crow Tarot, and then we'll pull 3 from the Guardian of the Night Tarot. So let's give these a quick shuffle. So what do you need to hear right now? What do you need to hear right now? So we're going to be pulling cards for all 3 piles. Okay, so that is going to be for pile 1, pile 2, and then pile number 3. Okay, so let's pull from the Guardian of the Night Tarot now. We're going to pull 3 cards from this one here. What messages do you need to hear right now? And then pile 2. And pile 3. That is 3 cards, right? Okay. And then one more for pile 3. Okay, so all set with the tarot. Now let's do your oracle messages. Okay, so we're going to pull 1 from this one here, and this is the Earth Alchemy Oracle. And I will have all of the decks listed down below for you guys, but all of these ones that I'm using today are available on Amazon. So what messages are you needing to hear right now? That is for pile 1. And then pile number 2. What messages are you needing to hear right now? That's for pile 2. Pile 3. What messages are you needing to hear right now? That is for pile 3. Okay, so let's pull these ones here. And this one is from, which one is this one? The Sacred Forest Oracle. So what messages are you needing to hear right now? Pile 2 and then pile 3. What messages are you needing to hear right now? Okay, and then now we're going to go into, which one is this one? The Priestess of Light Oracle. Priestess of Light Oracle. So what do you need to hear right now? Pile 2, what do you need to hear right now? And then pile number 3. Okay, and then now we're going to go into the Urban, what is this? The Urban Crow Oracle. What messages are you needing to hear right now? And then for pile number 2, what messages are you needing to hear right now? Pile number 3. And then we have our last one, and this one is a new one, so I have to look at the name of it. This one is the Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. Earthly Souls and Spirits. So what do you need to hear right now? Nice for pile 2, and then pile number 3. What do you need to hear right now? Okay, so let's put these together here. So that is going to be for pile 1, pile 2, and then pile number 3. Okay, so we have our piles all put together. Pile number 1, this is going to be yours here with the cream crystal. Pile number 2, this is yours here with the smoky citrine. And then pile number 3, this is going to be yours with this black little river rock with the little white or cream little crystal on top of it, or cream little spot on top of it. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. If you do feel drawn to more than one of the piles, that is perfectly okay for this reading. Go with whatever your intuition is guiding you towards. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with the cream little crystal here, this is going to be your reading. So today we are doing what do you need to hear right now, and setting the intention that we are connecting with your higher self, heavenly spiritual beings, earth spirits, your ancestors, and your future self to get the messages that you need to hear most at this time. So let's take a look at your tarot. Okay, these are your oracles, so we'll put those out in just a second. So we're starting off with the 4 of Pentacles. We have the World. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Empress. And wow, we also have the Emperor. Oh, right. So we have the Empress, the Emperor, the 4 of Pentacles, and this is some powerful energy, pile 1. Very powerful energy. So, and I will say the first message that I'm getting here, pile 1, is that it is, what is that message Spirit was just saying to me? It is time to stop playing it small. No more games. No more games. It is time to stop playing it small, because you have some powerful energy here. The Empress, the Emperor, the 9 of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing here is like, oh my goodness. The 4 of Pentacles energy here, you know, is the 4s in the tarot are about stability and, you know, a stable, secure energy. But I feel like your spirit team right now is kind of like telling you, look at what you are capable of with this energy. And I feel like with the 4 of Pentacles being here, it's like, I'm noticing that the 4 of Pentacles, look at my sweater's like falling apart right now. We have these little rabbits that are down here with the fox, and there's little pentacles here. Okay. So in the way that the 4 of Pentacles energy is it's stable. Yes, it is stable energy. You know, you've worked towards your pentacles, we'll just say, which could be your, you know, your finances, your career, you know, things of that nature. You're feeling pretty comfortable, right, in life, pretty comfortable. However, the 4 of Pentacles can also lead to stagnancy for us, because it's like we feel comfortable in the comfort zone. And I feel like with your 9 of Pentacles here, look at how this bear is just like sleeping in the cave, and there's a bunch of more pentacles that are up here on the cave wall. So I feel like your spirit team here is saying that it is time to really step into your power here with the Empress and the Emperor. I'm also noticing that the Nine of Pentacles, even though the Nine of Pentacles is talking about stability, security, luxury, wealth, abundance, prosperity, independence, and a very strong energy, that this bear is also resting. Okay. So some of you may need to kind of just, you may have been really working very hard to create a lot of financial stability, security for yourself in life. However, this to me is like your spirit team saying, stop settling. Stop settling. Whether that means it's a job, whether that is a relationship, a friendship, stop playing it small. It's time for something bigger, better. Because I'm seeing the world energy here, and the world is a completion of a cycle. But not only that, the world is like about accomplishments. This is achieving a place of enlightenment and reward, and we're celebrating in this energy because there's something that you've accomplished here, pile one. But yes, the Four of Pentacles can often be seen as the comfort zone, and sometimes we are afraid to take certain risks, and we are, kind of like your spirit team is saying, it's time to level up. And if that means, let's just say you own your own business and it's going well, you're making lots of money, everything's good, you're stable, you're secure, you're in the comfort zone, everything's just flowing in, okay? And I feel like your spirit team in that case is kind of saying to you in a way, you can create more, you can manifest more abundance for yourself. Almost like they're wanting you to kind of think bigger, like larger scale. Because I'm noticing in both the Empress and the Emperor, both of them are birds. Both of them are birds. The crow and then also the owl here. And it makes me feel like, even though this is the Emperor card and there's a sword here, it kind of reminds me of the King of Swords, which is about, and I look at both of them as vision, planning, strategy, focus, discipline with the Emperor energy. The Emperor is also stable, right? The fours all connect back to the Emperor. So you have this very stable energy, which is something that you've maybe very well have accomplished for yourself. And some of you may have already worked, towards that Nine of Pentacles and may feel like you are there right now. And if you are, it could be a need for you to kind of say, okay, is there anything else in my life that I can create some changes? Okay, because the world is about endings and new beginnings. So some of you could be in that place where, let's just say your work life, your career, everything's going good, but then you're wanting to kind of focus a little bit more on your love life, or your love life is good, but then you're wanting to say, okay, I want to go to school. I want to maybe change careers. I want to take a class. I want to, become someone who is stand out to my boss, and so that I can receive promotions and, next level management or executive level, or even owning your own business. So that Four of Pentacles, I feel like, is your spirit team wanting you to take some time to think about where can you place your attention to maybe kind of elevate yourself. Almost like looking at your life and saying, okay, where am I settling? Where can I do better? Where can I improve? Because your spirit team is seeing that this is something that is like, you are more than capable with this energy. And that's when I was looking at these cards when they came out, I was like, oh my goodness, I know where this is going. It's just kind of like your spirit team sees you as this very beautiful, balanced energy here with the Empress and the Emperor. This is you being in alignment, right? Where they're wanting you to focus is to be in this alignment here with both channeling into your feminine and your masculine sides, to kind of bring union, to balance them out, to really help you to manifest amazing, amazing things, especially for some of you that feel, okay, yeah, I am in the comfort zone a little bit at work. And, you know, this is, I feel like, for improvement, right? Improvement. The Empress is also a very incredibly abundant energy. This is about manifestation and nurturing, right? Our ideas, our plans, goals, things of that nature. And the Emperor is that masculine side of us that helps us to take action, to stay focused and disciplined, organized, and take charge, take the lead, right? The Emperor is a very authoritative energy. So it's also us, like I said, this kind of reminds me of the King of Swords, but us making some very intelligent choices, moves, plans, action. And being that I'm seeing both of them kind of coming in as birds, it's like your spirit team is seen from higher level perspective, right? In way in which you are down here on earth, creating and manifesting. And it's kind of like your spirit team is like, oh no, pile one is meant for more. Pile one is meant for greatness. I'm also getting from this world energy here that your spirit team is so incredibly proud of the accomplishments, what you've been able to complete for yourself, what you've gone through, what you've been able to make it through the challenges, through the adversity. There's been so much that you have learned from the experiences that you have gone through. And yes, with the Four of Pentacles, it's like your spirit team is like saying, don't settle. Stop playing it small. You deserve greatness. You deserve everything that you are wanting, everything that you desire. And it is something that is absolutely at your fingertips for you to be able to create and co-create with your spirit team, with the universe. Some of you, like I said, looking at this little bear here that's kind of hibernating in the little cave, it makes me feel like some of you have been really hard at work. And some of you, like I said, you could already be at this level of the Nine of Pentacles in which you've achieved this status of financial security, stability, independence. Even if you're in a relationship, it's about you learning how to be interdependent or independent and create your own wealth, create your own abundance, co-create your own reality here. So for some of you, this can be a need for taking a step outside of the comfort zone and not be afraid of taking risks, to get ahead. So for many of you, this can be creating a new beginning, starting something new, manifesting something new. But I am seeing for some of you, there could be a need for taking a break, taking a rest, to recharge, reset, and think about, okay, what is the next thing that I'm planning here, right? Even if you're someone, like I said, who already owns your own business, how can we level up the business? How can we expand? How can we grow, right? Those of you that have, working your job, working for someone, is there a class you can take? Is there some way that you can level up that experience, right? To manifest even more abundance. So yeah, a big message with that is just not being afraid, not being afraid of doing something different, and not a need to kind of cling on to this place that you're in right now, especially, if it's time to make some advancement, I feel like, as well. But yeah, I'm feeling with the world energy here, your spirit team is incredibly proud of the accomplishments that you've been able to manifest. I'm also noticing that in this Empress card, there is a sun here with a heart in the middle of it with a little cup. And so this also kind of gives me a lot of solar plexus chakra, as well as the heart chakra energy here. The Empress is a symbol of unconditional love, but I'm also feeling that this is your spirit team wanting you to be more confident in yourself and your ability to be able to manifest this level of security for yourself. The Emperor can also be, especially for those of you that feel, okay, I am in the comfort zone, right? This would be you channeling into these two energies here. The Empress is our creativity. It is our intuition. It is our belief in the self, our, self-love, nurturing, the creative ideas that we have. The Empress is also a symbol of fertility, growth, manifestation, co-creation, where the Emperor is that aspect of our masculine energy in which we keep ourselves very focused, right? We create plans, we look at the details, we see things from a higher perspective to be able to kind of co-create and get things done with the Emperor energy, right? And so for maybe for some of you, it could be a need to discipline yourself, right? Get a little bit more organized. Think about how you can create something amazing for yourself as well. So I'm seeing a lot of fertility here. I'm noticing that even in this Four of Pentacles energy here, there's a bunch of these little rabbits that are here, which are that symbol of fertility, new beginnings here. So let's also take a look at your oracle cards. Well, let's do this one. Okay, so we have community here. Wow. So look at this tree. It is quite a large tree here, and look at how deep and thick those roots are, going and penetrating way deep into the ground here. These kind of, because of the little circular, little, I don't even know what these are, but it kind of reminds me of pentacles. Pentacles. So maybe for some of you, this is, I mean, like I was saying, to me, this is like expansion. Expansion. So maybe for some of you, this can be connecting more in with your, I don't know, especially for those of you that own your own businesses, networking could be something that your spirit team is wanting you to focus on, is networking with other people. To me, this is also about support, okay, which could be family, it could be friends. So let's see what else. We have meditate, okay. And we are seeing that, like I said, that Nine of Pentacles, it is a wealth card, okay. Luxury, wealth, stability, security, independence, enjoying the finer things in life, achieving this level of security for yourself that is very, very beautiful. And like I said, that bear looks like it's taking a rest here. So we do have meditate. Let's see what else. Yep, we've got friendship, support, fun, unity, and play with card number 14, which makes me feel like your spirit team may also be wanting you to take time out to connect with others, right? Building supportive friendships, taking time, downtime as well. Okay. We have, look at that, refuge, enchanted fern grotto with refuge. And let's put this over here. And then we have amber and dawn redwood rewild. And it says druid, tree keeper, perception versus reality. And we have earth energy and fire. Earth and fire energy here. So looking at these two cards here, it kind of makes me feel like these are your messages here. Also maybe the refuge here from the earth spirits that are kind of putting their wisdom and their knowledge in here into your reading. So some of you may even have very, very strong connection to earth, Mother Earth, Gaia, nature, tree spirits, you know, everything in your surroundings, animals, plants. Some of you are very, very tuned in. And maybe it's like the earth spirits are like, come and retreat into nature. Come and retreat into nature. You know, maybe this is, because I'm looking at these two women that are here, and they are just enjoying, taking time, right? They've looked like maybe they've gone on a little bit of a hike, and they are looking out at the view, and it's just, you know, beautiful, amazing, I'm sure, with where they're sitting, just kind of standing and sitting there. But number 14, like I said, is the Temperance card in the tarot, and that is about balance. So it makes me feel here that your spirit team is also wanting you to take time to rest, because many of you, like I said, there's been some huge accomplishments that you've made, and some of you have made it, right? You've made it with that Empress, the Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles. And so maybe this is time for a little bit of a recharge, a reset within this energy. And, you know, maybe for some of you with the Four of Pentacles, this message can also talk about saving money, right? Building your wealth, maybe even being a little bit more careful, because I'm noticing we have the rabbits here that all have a pentacle on them, but then there's also this little fox that's sneaking around their pentacles, right? So can be also a message for some of you to kind of really watch your money, or watch the spending, or making sure that you're saving, or that you're, investing wisely, right? As well, because some of you could be making lots of good income, but where is it going? Where is it going? Are you spending too much? Or you're just like, oh my goodness, what am I doing with all this money? Let me buy this and let me buy that, and just like putting it out there with all the money. So maybe this is a need to just maybe look a little bit more closely, right? Higher perspective. Maybe thinking about what your future goals are in this case as well. So I'm actually curious, because this is a new deck that I just got last night, and it says Druid, Tree Keeper, Perception versus Reality. So maybe this is also your perception of yourself versus what reality is, and maybe the way that your spirit team sees your capability, right? Maybe for you, this is your perception, is I'm comfortable right here, I'm good right here, I'm secure, I'm stable. But your spirit team is like, no, you can have this, right? You can have that Nine of Pentacles. And so that was a very clear message that was coming through for you guys right off the bat, was it's enough time of playing it small. So I'm actually curious to see, it's the Earth Alchemy Oracle, what this message has with that Amber and Dawn Redwood. So let's see if we can find it quickly. Amber and Dawn Redwood. Hopefully it doesn't even look like they are in alphabetical order. 65. Okay. Okay, so it says Amber. Let's put this up here. Amber is a light of the golden age, a time when we knew our divinity and felt that close connection to all that is. We were unified and lived through the heart. Amber wishes to bring back the light of the golden ages through reactivating cellular memory, helping you remember genetic lessons passed on through your ancestry, and supporting you in clearing family patterns. Okay. It says it is a gift of the trees, formed of protective tree resin from prehistoric forests fossilized over millions of years. In essence, it was formed by light and life. All these properties hold and radiate to you the light of its protection, the gift of renewal, and the ability to see the beauty in your life. Wow. Its energy stimulates the cells to heal themselves and supports tissue regeneration as the tree protects itself from disease. Amber is a purifier that draws out toxins and disease from the body, mind, and spirit. It transmutes negative energy with its abundance of life force energy. If you have called this card to you, you are an ancient protector of the earth. Amber speaks to your druid links. So maybe for some of you, you have ancestry in your lineage, druid links, wisdom keeper lines, and sacred protector origins. It's time to dive deeper and bring focus to your ancestors. Visit some ancient trees for connection and downloads. They are waiting. When you visit them, carry the light of Amber in your heart to assist the opening of wisdom. Amber wishes to connect with your solar plexus, and that's what I was saying with that. It looks like solar plexus energy. and sacred, oh, I'm sorry, sacral, solar plexus and sacral, to bring activation and new life. If you are on a journey to conceive, it really supports the womb, warming, recalibrating, and reactivating. And that's what she looks like, or the bear looks like it's doing, right? Recalibrating and reactivating into this powerful energy here. So yeah, I'm seeing with this message here, like I said, I kind of feel like it's from the earth spirits. There's also this connection into your ancestors, like your ancestors are working in cahoots with the with the animal, I'm sorry, the earth spirits, right? Trees, getting in nature. So like I said, for some of you, maybe that's why this huge tree is here. And I also notice about this is that this big tree is here, but yet you can see like this little village or town or city that's kind of set way in the background. So this almost makes me feel, and look at all the birds in this tree, with this message spirit saying here to almost to take refuge in, and you have refuge here, refuge in nature. So those of you that are able to, it's not always easy because not all of us live super close to nature, especially if you live in the city, but maybe even if you have the potential to like get out of town, right? Or if you're fortunate enough to live very close to nature, you live in a very geographically beautiful area that has trees and mountains and, fresh bodies of water. To me, it's about you taking time away, right? Taking time away. And maybe for some of you, it's a need for a little bit of a vacation, a getaway, right? Taking some time away so that you can connect in with your ancestors and the earth spirits, right? To help you, to give you those downloads that you need to help you to create and manifest, right? The love maybe, the life that you're truly wanting, right? It's kind of like your ancestors are really wanting to work with you, to connect with you. To me, I'm kind of looking at this tree and I'm imagining you, pile number 1, sitting here at the base of the tree and doing a little meditation, right, for yourself, and connecting with all of the earth, the trees, the animals that are here, your ancestors. I'm looking at this as your ancestors, like your whole spirit team collectively here, wanting to connect with you and wanting you to, maybe for some of you, taking a little break. Take a little break, recharge, recalibrate, because we also have support, fun, unity, play, and community. So this is, with temperance, it's about creating balance, right? Creating balance. So maybe for some of you, creating more balance between your work life, career, family life, and also time for you. Maybe for some of you, working so hard, it's like you need that rest, right? Maybe save some money for some of you so that you can take and go on a trip or a little vacation getaway weekend, go out and drive out to the country or to maybe a little bit further away from the city, so that you can really take that time to really rest and contemplate and think, what is it that I'm creating here? Because sometimes when we're focusing on a goal, right, and we get started on it and we're going and going and going and going, and we don't ever take a pause to say, okay, like, do I like what this is manifesting into? What was I doing? We lose sight of what the goal was. So, if we've already, say we set out one goal for ourselves and we've met that goal, what's next? Right? Do we stay there in the comfort zone? Or do we set ourselves another goal, right? Another one with the Empress. Like I said, the first message that came out with your pile is enough playing it small. Enough playing it small, pile number 1. It's time for just amazing. I don't know. This reminds me a lot of Sedona Arizona. I don't know if you guys all know about that, but this looks like a lot of the red rock that you see in Sedona, Arizona, which is absolutely beautiful there. There's lots of nature. There's the red rocks. There's also the river that runs right through it. So it's beautiful. But yeah, if some of you are able to just kind of go on a little, escape. I'm even noticing as the Empress is kind of flying high in the sky here, there's this water that's running through there. There's all of these beautiful trees that are there. Even this Emperor looks like he's up in the mountains. Okay. He looks like, yeah, he's up in the mountains, all right. Yeah. I'm just feeling, look at that too. He's got these little feathers that are here. It gives me a lot of that King of Swords energy, even though it's the Emperor. But to me, I'm also seeing these as symbols, right, of your ancestors. Some of you indigenous, native, your ancestors, right? Because like I said, for some of you, this is talking about the Druids. So some of you may have that ancestry from there, or we can have ancestors from many different places all over the world. So you'd be surprised if you've ever had your ancestry, what is it called again? I just had it done a couple years ago. Your bloodline, the ancestry DNA, your DNA test. So you can look at all the where your blood comes from, where your ancestry comes from. It's amazing. You'd be surprised looking at that. But yes, that's just basically the overall message for you here, pile number 1, as your ancestors are wanting you to think larger scale. Some of you, like I said, you've already accomplished that 9 of Pentacles. You're already in this balanced energy here of the Empress, the Emperor. Others of you, it's going to be a need for you to align with those energies and maybe take a little bit of a break or a rest to receive those downloads and those messages from your spirit team. But I am getting a very clear message of your ancestors, your spirit team, wanting you to take a break, because this is them wanting to communicate with you, to give you those messages, right? And if I were to say the message from your future self is, we're living good. We are living good here with the Empress and the 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor. That is living good right there. We are doing just fine. Pile 1, don't you worry, as long as you stay focused, stay disciplined, organized, and take time to rest so that you can be open to receiving our guidance. You're going to be fine. Pile number 1. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for you guys. I do hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with this smoky citrine crystal, this is going to be your reading today. And we are doing what do you need to hear right now? And we are connecting in with your ancestors, your higher self, future self, the earth spirits, heavenly, spiritual spirits here as well, your entire spirit team, okay? And what you need to hear right now. So let's see. We're going to look at your tarot, and we'll save these oracle for just a second. We'll see what this has. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. We have the King of Wands. Oh boy, we have the Knight of Wands. We have Temperance. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So, I mean, it could be a message about love, but I want to focus on you. So we'll see what else the oracle have. Let's do this one. Okay, so we have a sacred action with decisive focus. Okay, so we've got this about you, pile 2. Okay, so we have protection with card number 21. We have Pearl and Larimar, and it says let go. Surrender, release patterns and triggers, and also the Pleiades. Okay. Okay, so I do feel like there is a little message in here about someone's potentially love life. So I am going to include that, but I feel like this primarily is a focus on yourself here. And we have, okay, we have exposed, and then we have protection. Okay. This almost makes me feel like there is someone around you, potentially, that may, I don't know. Let's see. We have love. Okay, so yes. That's kind of what I was thinking when we pulled the tarot out. I was like, is this going to be a love reading? So, okay. There is a message here. Those of you, and this won't resonate for all of you, so only take it if it resonates, but there is someone here in pile 2 who is in a love situation with a person who may not necessarily have your best interest in mind or heart. And I feel like if that is you, you know it's you. You know it's you. Because I'm seeing that we have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands. Could even be the King of Wands. Okay, this could potentially be a fire sign that you're connecting to. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have strong Sag energy here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There is also air sign energy here. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But we have exposed here. And if you look at this little crow here out by itself, and then there is this, what looks like a little hawk or a big hawk that is coming in to maybe get this crow, right? So we have protection here. We also have let go, surrender, release, a need for you to protect yourself. We have decisive focus here. Which to me is aligning with that Queen of Swords energy, because that's what the Queen of Swords is. Focused action, clear mind, clear thinking. And the Knight of Cups could be something that is maybe potentially romantic in nature. We have love here. So those of you that are in a situation in which you could potentially be connecting with someone who may only be, let's just say, looking for the intimacy, okay? The Knight of Wands type of mentality is more or less love them and leave them. It's non-committal energy, okay? So if you are in a situation in which you are feeling maybe confused by a person who's not really showing you dedicated, committed effort to a commitment, and that is something that you're really wanting here, this is your spirit team trying to give you a message, maybe even a warning, to protect your energy. Okay? If that means letting this person go, if that means seeing the situation for what it really is, protect yourself, protect your energy. Okay? Because for many of you, that is having to do with your love life. Okay? With that exposed energy, it's kind of like, is this person really having your best interest in mind? With that, you know, are you opening yourself up to a situation that may not be the best for you? Okay, this is a lot of vulnerability that is being shown there, where this other bird is coming in to attack this crow that's here. Okay, so yeah, may not be for all of you, but those of you that are kind of in that situation with someone who is kind of like saying all the right things, but they're not giving you that committed, dedicated effort. That is a clear message for you to protect yourself, protect your energy. It could even be someone from your past that you're needing to let go of and just kind of release maybe certain patterns that you have, if like, especially if you're someone who kind of like dates the same person over and over and over again, and it's someone who is not giving you that committed energy that you might want. Okay, so that's a message there, just to kind of get that out of the way. For the rest of you, I mean, we still have the energy of love here. So love is not just about a connection with another person. This is also, if you notice here, there's 3 ladies that are here. And they're all holding this little string of moons and stars together. So to me, this is also about you surrounding yourself with people who are very supportive. You know, it kind of reminds me of the 3 of Cups energy, where there is joy and happiness and connections with others, community. I'm also feeling with the exposed here too, it can even be like, are you surrounding yourself with good people? You know, are you surrounding yourself with people that are bringing in positive energy in your life? You know, do you have maybe repeat patterns with friendships? Are you someone who is an overgiver? Are you someone who is a people pleaser? Are you someone who, you know, is the supportive friend, where the friends that you have are not giving you that same energy in return? Okay, so I am feeling, regardless here, we have exposed and protection. Are you putting yourself in very vulnerable type of situations, even with friends, right? Even if it's with friends that you might have surrounding you. Okay. What else? This energy is also, with the exposed energy here, it's also talking about you. Are you comfortable with putting yourself out there? Are you comfortable with making friends, right? Or having friends, allowing people in can also be another thing, right? That surrendering and release can also be letting go of feelings of fear over vulnerability. You know, missing out on opportunities because of fear. This is also a need for you to maybe take a look at what maybe weaknesses you might have that you recognize within yourself, and so that you are able to be more confident, I feel like, putting out there, because the King of Wands and Knight of Wands are also very powerful energies, especially the King of Wands. The King of Wands is about powerful energy of charisma and creativity, leadership, getting things done, right? The Knight of Wands is also this very powerful energy of movement and action and passion, kind of like unbridled passion energy towards pursuing something that you want. Because you also have the Knight of Cups here, which is not just about love, it's also about opportunity. Okay, opportunities that might be available to you. And since the Cups energy and the Wands energy can both be about creativity, this can also be about you not being afraid of putting yourself out there, you know, of letting people, you know, not being afraid. Like, let's just say that you have this hobby or talent or skill, and let's just say you want to make YouTube videos, okay? That you have a skill, a hobby, maybe you like to read tarot, who knows, whatever that skill may be. And you're too afraid of people criticizing you or thinking, oh, they don't know what they're doing. You know, they don't know how to play that instrument. They don't know what they're talking about. You know, they're too afraid to kind of put yourself out there, so you miss out on opportunities. Okay, so the Pearl and Larimar, I am going to read the message because this is a new deck that I just got last night. So I want to look a little bit and learn about this message here. But yeah, when I'm seeing this love card here, to me, it's about your connections with others. Are you opening yourself up to develop deep, personal, long-lasting connections, whether they be friendships, romantic partnerships? Some of you may even have like maybe difficulties with opening up your heart, or find yourself in situations with people who are closed off and not wanting to have commitment. Some of you can kind of be repeating that same type of behavior where you meet the same person over and over and over again, and it's like it doesn't change, right? Or are you that person who is afraid of just kind of being exposed, right? Showing off, showcasing your talents, your skills, afraid of being vulnerable, right? Afraid of facing criticism that other people might have of you. So to me, this is maybe about fear, right? What else here? I'm feeling, yeah, because even this little, with the protection here, guardians of the land, we're seeing this beautiful stag that's standing back here in the darkness of the forest. And, I feel like your spirit team here is wanting to make sure that you do, protect your energy, making sure that you are maybe not putting yourself in situations that are going to lead you to being hurt by others, right? That you have the strength and confidence to also be able to stand up for yourself and to use or find your voice as well, because you have the Queen of Swords here. And the Queen of Swords is also very authoritative. She's very assertive. Okay. So, I'm feeling there's a need with the let go here, surrender, release patterns and triggers. And then we also have the energy of Pleiades. So yeah, I'm definitely going to read what that is about. But we also have temperance here. And temperance is about balance. It's about doing things in moderation. It is about the process of alchemy, manifestation. It's also about patience. Okay? Being patient. So some of you that, especially when it comes to love life, if there is someone in your life that is not bringing forth the best energy, that can also not only be about you protecting yourself or loving yourself enough to remove yourself out of those situations, but also being patient, not settling, right? Not settling for less than you are deserving of. There's other opportunities out there for you. So in that case, with that Queen of Swords, I'm seeing this as you having that clear focus, higher perspective, right? We have this beautiful owl that is flying high in the sky with that sword. So it's kind of like your spirit team is wanting you to be able to see, right? Friendships, romantic connections, anything that is kind of happening within your life from that higher perspective. To me, that Queen of Swords also shows a lot of strength within the mind, being honest with yourself, right? About certain connections that you might have within yourself. I'm also noticing that this protection here with the card number 21 is the world energy. The world is about a completion of a cycle to allow for new beginnings. So some of you, with the surrendering and releasing something, there could be a need for bringing something to an end. Okay, you also have two number 17s here, which are the star energy. The star is about having hope, trust, faith, belief in yourself, your spirit team, that they're guiding you towards where you're meant to be ultimately. The star card is also about healing. It's also about wishes being fulfilled, wish fulfillment. Okay. Yeah. What else am I seeing here? Okay. Now, the other message that I'm getting here, especially with the tarot messages, the Knight of Cups is about opportunities. Okay. No matter what type of opportunities they are, they could, like I said, they could be for new jobs. They can be for love, namely, because this is the Cups energy. But this can also be creative opportunities. So this can also be focusing, disciplining yourself, envisioning, planning what you want for your future, right? We're looking at this crow here who is manifesting right now. He is mixing those things together. If you're familiar with the traditional temperance card from the Rider-Waite deck, there is an angel that's kind of letting that water flow in between the two cups, right? That is that alchemy. That is that transmutation of energy. It is manifestation. Okay. So many of you, this is going to be a need for you to focus on what you want, what you envision, what you plan. If it's making new connections with people, if it's, opening yourself up to creative opportunities, whatever it is that you envision for yourself. Okay. You have both the King and the Knight of Wands energy here. These are both action cards, right? The Queen of Swords also decisive action, right? Quick movements. But both of these energies here are about you taking whatever creative energy that you have. It's you stepping into your power. Okay, you stepping into your power and being confident in yourself. There's a lot of solar plexus energy that also comes in with that as well. Okay, being confident, pursuing your passions, pursuing your goals, protecting also your ideas. Do you have maybe friends around your circle who don't have your best interest in mind? This is where Spirit is saying, protect your energy. Okay. But also those of you that have certain creative ideas in mind and you're wanting to just kind of move forward with them, don't be afraid of putting yourself out there, facing criticism. It happens, but it's about you believing in yourself and shutting out what other people's opinions are. Who cares? Right? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what other people think, what other people say. You are living for you, not for other people. Okay? So I want to see what this let go is here. And this is the Earth Alchemy Oracle. We'll see what else. And these cards are not in alphabetical order, so it's going to take me a second to just look where the little thing is here. Okay, so we've got Pearl and Larimar. 41. Okay. Okay, so this says Pleiades, water, the element of water. Okay, so it says the light of the Divine Mother works through the pearl, and its radiance, there is a reason it is called Mother of Pearl, brings calm and centering to you. Pearls nurture. As they were created by a conscious nurturing process, they promote growth of new cells, assisting you in letting go of anything that is not serving your highest good in a release supported by the crystalline waters of the world. Their events and situations may be arising that are triggering you, old patterns and wounds surfacing. The pearl will hold you through release and growth, nurturing your faith, integrity, and purity. Its pearlescent white ray is feminine and gentle, stimulating the heart chakra to open, supporting the connection with your inner goddess, and if you are a man, your feminine side. There are some beautiful stories around the pearl. The Persians believe they were born when the heavens opened and rainbows connected with earth's soil. And Japanese mythology tells us that pearls are tears of healing spirits and mythical beasts. There is a mystery around the pearl's healing properties. She has been ground up and used in rituals for centuries, bringing love, self-acceptance, and divine foresight. Okay, so the Larimar says, as pearl's medicine wraps you in the glow of love, Larimar's watery connection helps you surrender to the flow, knowing that your vision is unfolding in perfect timing for you. Dolphin energy swims around this stone. They are so happy and high vibrational, twisting and jumping in the water, nudging you to smile and play with them. They want you to work with Larimar for a joyful release, to connect with your inner child and do something silly. Dance about and laugh. Anything to switch the vibration to a higher frequency. Larimar comes to you as a mood-enhancing stone, as well as a stone that helps you find confidence and perspective. Larimar brings the connection to Lemurian and Atlantis, ancient civilizations spanning thousands of years. Through its connection to the wisdom of water, the seas, and dolphins, it is also deeply connected to the planet Neptune and the Pleiades, and could be stepping forward now to help you connect with your gifts from Atlantis. Wow. So some of you that are very starseed. We've got the Pleiades, Atlantis, Lemuria. The place where we work deeply with crystals in the land and within temples of light as recording and channeling tools. Wow. So it looks like kind of what's come through in your reading. Like I said, we're going to be connecting with your entire spirit team, right? To me, this is not only the earth spirits that you have coming through for you, ancestors, but also your heavenly spiritual, right? Spirit team, which is absolutely beautiful for this. Okay. So yes, this is about surrendering, letting go, right? Of anything that is not serving you, a person, a friendship, a job, no matter what it is, taking some time to really think about that you are honoring and protecting your own energy, right? Surrounding yourself with people that are loving, that are supporting, loving yourself enough to remove yourself out of those situations, right? Seeing things clearly. With temperance energy, those of you that are releasing maybe say some painful things, right? Whether they be from inner childhood, past relationships, things of that nature, people that have hurt you, or maybe where you've allowed yourself to be open and vulnerable and people took advantage of that, whether it be a friend, a romantic partner. This is that transmutation of that energy, right? You transmuting that pain, things that are triggering you, right? Transmuting that into something beautiful and powerful for yourself. Okay? It's beautiful. So I'm going to leave your reading here for you, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with this little black river rock here with this little cream spot on it, this is going to be a reading. So today we are doing what do you need to hear right now, and we are focusing the intention that through this reading we are receiving messages that you need to hear from your higher self, heavenly spiritual beings, earth spirits, your ancestors, and also your future self. So let's actually pull your tarot first. These are your oracle cards, and we'll pull those out in just a second. So let's look at your tarot first. Wow, you have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. There's a lot of animals here. All right, they look like they're having a party. Oh my goodness, you guys. You have the 10 of Cups twice. Wow. Something's going on. Let's see. 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. What is going on here? 6 of Wands. I might need to get a little bit more information. We might need to pull some more tarot. But let's look at the oracle and see if that will give me some clues here. Let's do these 2. We have touching earth, and it says planting something new with card number 12. We have the forest temple with enlightenment with card number 19. We have enchanted. Enchanted. We have observation. Observation. And you have the 2 of Swords here. Might take me a second to figure this one out. Let's see. And then we have petalite here with cosmic downloads. And we have air and water. It says higher heart healing. See the bigger picture. See the bigger picture. Higher heart healing. And then you've got the 2 of Swords here, which means that there's something that you are blinded to. Something that you're not seeing. Something that your spirit team is wanting you to see that you're not seeing. The 2 of Swords can be a card of confusion, indecision, denial, not facing some type of truth. And you have the 10 of Cups here twice. So let me just take a second. I need to really think about this one. Higher heart healing. So yeah, let me take a second to think about this. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking at this 2 of Swords. I'm noticing that there are, like I said, 2 10 of Cups here. The 10 of Cups cards are about happiness, joy, the feeling of feeling complete and fulfilled, emotionally. The Ten of Cups are also family cards, right? Whether this is your family, blood family, or it is the group of people that you have surrounding you, friends, romantic partners, whoever this is that you consider family. And then the Three of Pentacles is also about community, connections with others. The Six of Wands energy here is a card of recognition, a card of accomplishment, victory, success. And you're seeing how there is this one, I don't know what this is, a lemur, maybe? I'm not sure. But it is standing kind of like on top of this little podium. And there are these other meerkat. Is it a meerkat? I don't know. There's these other little ones that are down here. And they are all surrounding and supportive of this one that's here in the center, you know, which is really about gaining recognition, victory, success, accomplishments, things of that nature. But like I said, with this Two of Swords energy here, there's something that your spirit team is saying that maybe you're not acknowledging, maybe about yourself. Maybe there's something here that you're feeling confused about, or that you're not seeing maybe within yourself. Or maybe it is not seeing things that are currently surrounding you, right? Maybe like if you feel kind of stuck, because the Two of Swords can definitely be a very stagnant energy. So it can even be that, let's just say that you feel confused about something, or you feel stuck in life. And you don't see anything other than that stuck energy, like maybe feeling helpless or hopeless, or, you know, that you're not choosing to see the beauty of life that is surrounding you, right? It's just kind of like you're focused on, this is my mindset, and that's it. I don't see anything else surrounding that, right? So with the observation here, to me, it's about you're almost like your spirit team is wanting you to see bigger picture, higher heart healing, and see the bigger picture. So I do want to clarify this a little bit, the Two of Swords. But yeah, to me, that is something that your spirit team is saying that you're not seeing, that they're wanting you to see. Maybe this is going to be a need for you to maybe be more observant of yourself, your own thoughts, your own ideas. Because it is the Swords energy. The Swords are about our thoughts, our ideas, communication, words, actions. Let's see here. Why is the Two of Swords here for pile number 3? We have Strength, the Four of Wands, and then we have the High Priestess. Okay. So the High Priestess is about knowledge and wisdom that we have within ourselves. It is about us connecting into our higher self, gaining access to that knowledge and wisdom that we have, that we all have within us. And sometimes with that Two of Swords, that can be, like I said, can create confusion, conflict within our mind, to the point where we block out, maybe because our own fears, right? Whatever that could be. It blocks out our intuition, right? So then we become disconnected from our higher self, from our future self, from our spirit team. And with the Strength energy here, the Strength card is about power. It's about confidence, courage, being able to balance out the egoic self, okay? Because the Strength card is about our ego's, say, desires, right? And those desires that we might have may not necessarily be in alignment with what we're truly meant to have, okay? So sometimes we can get confused and we can feel stuck. We can even be stuck in a place of fear. Strength is about balancing out those emotions that can come from a place of ego, which could be fear, which could be insecurities, which could be so many different things. Strength is where we really try to harness that energy and bring balance to it so that we're leading from a place of intuition and inner knowing versus that confused state, right? So I'm seeing here, because you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration, of reunion, of, it could even be family, friends, having fun, celebrating. It's also about balance and harmony and stability with the Four of Wands. So I'm feeling that because you have the higher heart healing here, some of you with the Ten of Cups energy here may have some family situations to heal from. Okay, and that could be from your inner child, or it can even be if you have conflict with family members, or something that you are healing from here, that your spirit team at this time is wanting you to focus on the things that you have gone through, okay, and look at what you've been able to accomplish for yourself through those things that you have been able to overcome. Because like I said, the Six of Wands is a victory, right? And sometimes we don't recognize how much we have in life to feel happy about or excited about. We can choose to kind of keep the blindfold on and, see our life in a very different way. Okay? And sometimes the way that we see it is, like I said, could be from a place of fear or indecision or confusion or feeling kind of clouded, So I'm looking at your Three of Pentacles energy here. And the Three of Pentacles is kind of like we're connecting with other people. We're networking with others. And for some of you, that's family, right? Maybe for some of you, it's a need for you to face certain things within your family that you're needing to really work on or to heal, to move past. It can be being observant of your own thoughts. Maybe how to create more stability within your family situations, friendship situations, maybe even romantic relationships, right? And with the Strength card, maybe it's having the courage to be able to face whatever those thoughts are, knowing that you don't have to allow those thoughts or confusion or indecision or, clouded judgment that you might have to hold you back from being able to elevate yourself, right? Because you do have enlightenment here. And if you look at this enlightenment card, there is this beautiful little temple here right in the middle of the forest. And she's holding a cup here and her heart is glowing the green. And green is the color of the heart chakra, okay? And then you have higher heart healing. So it makes me feel that for some of you, your spirit team is wanting you to focus on healing those wounds, maybe from family situations for some of you, okay? Whoever your family is, whether they be friends, romantic partners, or your family, your mom, your dad, brothers, sisters, something within the family line, okay? So maybe this is where your higher self, spirit team, a future self, they're wanting you to focus on this healing, because that heart healing, like I said, many of you, there's a heavy influence of family here. Also, because we have 2 10s here, or at least the Roman numerals, that to me is the Judgment card. The two of these in a way together, 10 and 10, which is number 20. 20 is the Judgment card, okay? Which reduces to a 2, which is the High Priestess. And we have the Two of Swords, the 2 with the High Priestess. So with judgment is about release. It is about renewal. It is about going through a rebirth process, being able to heal and let go of the pains, the burdens, the resentment, the anger, shame, guilt, anything that we're holding on to, right? So this is your spirit team saying that heart healing, heart chakra healing is something that they're very much wanting you to focus on. I'm noticing that what we had here in that Two of Swords, if you guys can see that, there's a bunch of mountains that are down here, okay? To me, when I'm looking and reading the cards, the mountains are a symbol of obstacles, challenges, right? That we might have to face, or ones that are already behind us, that ones that we've overcome. And for many of you, it is ones that you have overcome because you have the Six of Wands here, right? You have the mountains here in the background with that petalite nestled right in between those mountains. Okay. So to me, looking at the challenges that you have had to overcome, maybe for some of you with family situations, and holding on to whatever these things are, whatever these blockages are, your release of these things is imperative to your ability to be able to fully find fulfillment and happiness within your life, because this is what your spirit team wants for you, is to feel that the beauty of life and to see the gifts that are right in front of you, right? And we can miss that when we are feeling depressed, when we're feeling sad, when we're feeling lost, when we're feeling confused, when we feel like things are just not going well for us in life. We feel like we're constantly being challenged. We've got, one thing and the next thing and the next thing, and it feels like things never improve sometimes, right? We're always feeling like this. So it's like your spirit team is wanting to bring awareness to your heart center and have you work on healing whatever these wounds are for you. Of course, this is a general reading, so they're going to be different for all of you. This is going to be a need for you to be observant of your own thoughts, right? Your own words, your own actions, maybe even in connections with romantic partners, with friends, with family members. Okay? Are you maybe communicating in a way that is keeping you held back from happiness, from maybe doing things in life, even that bring you emotional fulfillment. Okay, so healing is going to be the key for you here. I feel like to bring about more stability and more harmony and more balance within your life, right? Having the courage to be able to face those inner truths, to be able to face some of these wounds that you've been able to, or I'm sorry, not the wounds, but the some of those challenging situations that have created those wounds, right? Because even though when we're right in the midst of going through something that's challenging, sometimes all we see is the challenge. We cannot see outside of that, right? All we see is, I'm being challenged. My life is not good right now. I don't feel happy. I don't feel content. Everything's bad news, right? This is your spirit time trying to lift you out of that, right? That higher perspective here, observing your thoughts, observing your words, observing your actions, observing how in which you are creating your reality, right? Because with this enlightenment here, to me, that key to you finding enlightenment and higher perspective of thinking and access to that knowledge and wisdom, which the High Priestess is also that access to the Akashic records, right? And so this could be also your past lives, right? In which you have gone through maybe many different karmic cycles to be able to clear. And your path to enlightenment, higher knowledge, access to that wisdom, to your higher self, to your intuition, and allowing that to guide you through life is through your heart healing, right? Because we have this beautiful glowing door here, which to me is kind of like a symbol of a new beginning for you, right? Like I said, with those two tens right there, it reminds me of the Judgment card. And Judgment is about it's doing life review. It's looking at our past. What did we learn from these experiences, right? What have they taught us? What have they taught us about other people, our connections with others? What have they taught us about ourselves? Are there things that we need to change? Are there things that we need to work on within ourselves? Are we harboring anger? Are we harboring resentment? Do we have repeated patterns of behaviors that are leading us in exactly the same place where we're not getting the emotional fulfillment that we really need out of life? Okay. So first up, I feel like your ancestors' whole spirit team, they're wanting you to see what you've been able to overcome and to be proud of yourself for that. Okay. Your strength, your courage, especially with many of you maybe going through some very painful, very challenging things here. And it could be a focus that you put on the heart chakra healing here is going to be something very beautiful for you. Okay. To where you learn and find by looking within the self through that healing process that you're finding so much insight and enlightenment. Also, this is card number 19, which is the Sun in the tarot. And the Sun card is also one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot deck. It is about happiness. It is about joy. It is a feeling of feeling abundant and complete, right? Abundant not just with prosperity, but abundant in life, right? The Ten of Cups is very abundant energy. So abundant that we feel completely fulfilled and happy, the connections, the people. Look at all these animals that are together, right? Even in this one here, we have, you know, 2 crows here, 2 crows in the nest there. We've got these other birds that are sitting up there. It's a very beautiful energy. Okay. So, what else am I seeing here? You also have card number 12 here with touching earth, and it says planting something new. Okay. And to me, this looks like a beautiful angel that you have here. Feminine energy. And look at how she is literally touching the earth, planting something new, right? So to me, this is also about you, in a way, rewriting your story, changing, shifting perspective, okay, in the way in which you look at certain things within your life, okay? I'm also getting, for some of you with the 6 of Wands, that this is you not needing to have validation from other people, you know, not feeling like you need the approval of others for what you choose to do with your own life. Okay. That may be for some of you, but with the planting something new here, to me, this is a huge shift, change in perspective. We have enlightenment here, and with the Hanged Man energy, it is also taking some time to think about things within our life and how can we change our perspective, right? Because sometimes when we keep ourselves in that same perspective over and over and day by day, right, that goes by and we're not happy, how can we see the bigger picture of things, right? Which is what your spirit team is wanting you to see here, right? How can I see the bigger picture? How can I be more observant about my life and about the people that are in it and about how I can create more stability, right? Do we have a very rigid way of thinking? Okay. How are we looking at things in life? Are we looking at life in the same way, you know, that is not leading us towards our goals? Are we blocking ourselves from our goals, you know, by being too afraid to follow what our intuition may be guiding us to do? So this to me is about new beginnings, you creating a new beginning, manifesting a new beginning for yourself, and maybe even surrounding yourself with people who are more supportive, right, of you. For some of you, it is family. Some of you could be friends, maybe creating new bonds and new connections with people to create changes within your life that you wish to see here, okay? So I do want to read this Petalite message to see, and this is actually a new deck that I just got last night, so I want to learn about this. But we have Petalite, so let's see, where is this at? Okay, so we have Cosmic Downloads, and it says Petalite's energy comes in like a silver feminine ray from the heavens that flows down around and through you, gently turning to a stream of crystal cool water, calming and harmonizing your energy field. Her high vibrational light, the light of one, lifts you through your crown to sit in your soul star chakra. Here we connect with the cosmic consciousness, your soul family, and the divine light of one within us. From this place, she will help you bring cosmic downloads to your heart to process them. She will help you heal through themes of abandonment and feelings that you are different and don't fit in, bringing connection to your angelic guides, right? You've got your angel right there, ascended masters, and the goddess. Her vibration assists your soul evolution, speeding up energy currents within you, but focusing on the higher heart to bring awareness to any relationships that are holding you back from your soul's work. Petalite wishes to remind you of the deep bonds of love that you have nurtured with others. Take a moment to remind yourself of those connections, friends, family, and members of the community, and you have both here. Community, family, okay? Members of the community that make you smile and light you up, and thank them. Your network of light and love connects you to love and gratitude, giving us a new perspective. Is there a situation in your life that needs a higher perspective? Petalite will take you outside of the earth to view you from above, while simultaneously taking you back through the history of the planet in chronological order. Her energy is very organized, giving focus and relevance to healing that needs to be done first. To say she is like a cosmic computer is too impersonal. She has a sweet and endearing energy that is eager to help. She reminds you of the fragility of humanity. We are a small but important part of the history of this planet. She shows you how your thoughts and actions have a ripple effect, feeding into a different collective emotion. We must be aware of our thoughts as they can be destructive or enhancing. Okay? So that's where I was saying here with that observation card, that your spirit team is wanting you to be more aware, right, of your thoughts. The other thing that was just coming to me as I was reading this is the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. And so I feel like this message is more or less for those of you that feel like you are alone, that no one understands you, that maybe you do feel different. You are different. You feel like you don't have support. This is your spirit team wanting you to know there is support always surrounding you. Always. Okay? Always there. Even though you say like, okay, well, I don't have any friends, or I'm not in a relationship, or I'm not close to my family, right? You have other people. And this is why for some of you, networking is important. Meeting people, connecting with others, and being open to that. Okay? Because some of you that are in those situations where you feel like you have no friends, and I don't really either. So, it's about you connecting with your soul family. Maybe I need to do a reading on that, about how to find and where to meet your soul tribe, your soul family. But yes, to me, this Ten of Cups here, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, like I said, they're all surrounding here, supporting him, her, through challenges and things of that nature. So it's like, I feel like your spirit team is wanting you to be open. And it may be that there is a little bit of healing here, right? Some healing that you're needing to do. Maybe for some of you, it can be hard trusting people, which I definitely do because of the friendships that I've had in the past. I can sometimes put my guard and my wall high because of the friendships that I've had in the past that have kind of scarred me and made me feel afraid to connect and trust people, because I've had so many friend after friend after friend that was so toxic, like toxic relationships that you just had to like push and shut out, that it's hard for me to let my guard down, to let new people in, to be like, okay, is this person going to do the same thing what the last person did to me? And that could be the same thing that you feel with family members, with other, romantic partners, things of that nature. It's hard to put the guard down. So I feel you on that. But to me, this is about you being open, right? To connect with other people, to let other people in, meeting and connecting, networking with new people, because there is support. Even though you might feel there's no one there, I don't have a partner, I don't have friends, I don't have family, there are people that are everywhere, right? You may just have not met them yet. There are definitely people out there that are just as like-minded as you, that you fit right in with, and that is the beauty of you being open to the connectivity with others, right? With the collective. Sometimes I see people when I'm reading the comments at times, and I see people who are just like talking to each other, being supportive of each other, leaving comments. If somebody's leaving a negative comment and having a bad day and they're not doing so good, which is something that I also noticed. I think it was on this channel or my other channel, Moon Moth Goddess, but someone jumped right in, which I love to see when you guys do that, when you guys are so helpful to kind of uplift each other, to help one person get out of that negative energy that they might be in, when they are in the Two of Swords energy, when all they see is that negative, and they can't see outside of that. you know, but some of you just I just feel there's so much love in your heart that you are this 10 of Cups, right? For those people who are feeling the Two of Swords, right? Just stuck, right? And some of you would just kind of step in and leave beautiful comments for people to kind of help and give them a little bit of a better day, right? To give them uplifting messages and be supportive and loving. And that's kind of the energy that I'm talking about. Sometimes we have those people there and we overlook it, right? We don't see it, right? Because even him here, him or her, I'm not sure, but there's all these little, what are they, meerkats, lemurs down here at the bottom, and there's this one here, but it's not even looking down here, right? So up in his view, he's like, no one's up here, no one's supporting me, there's no one here, right? But this is changing the perspective, right? To me, this is also seeing the bigger picture, because that's what it's doing too. It's a kind of like above, right? And I feel like that is where your spirit team is kind of wanting you to recognize, is to see the bigger picture of things, right? Maybe to be able to see the experiences that you're going through here and how, yes, they've challenged you, but how are they also helping you to grow, to evolve, to really work towards feeling strong enough, courageous enough to be able to really tap into your intuition and to be open to meeting and connecting with new people that are really going to help you with that as well. Okay, the Enchanted card is also talking about you having a choice to be able to live an enchanted existence. This is about you being open to discover everything that life has to offer, all the things that may currently be hidden from you, but you being open to unearth, meeting and connecting, right, with other people, to find happiness, to find fulfillment, to do things that you want to do, things that you like, things that you enjoy, and open to building those connections with others, okay? And letting go of the fear. So this is where your spirit team is saying, be aware, right, of your thoughts. Are they leading you down that hole of negativity and I can't get myself out of this? Or is it healing that's needed, right? Observing those thoughts. Are those thoughts, negative thoughts, coming from healing that needs to happen, right? So that to me is where your heart healing here is imperative to your ability to create and walk through that little beautiful golden door in this forest temple that is going to create this new manifestation of this new reality, right? Shifting perspective here, I feel like, is something new. You're planting the seed for something new, right? Being courageous enough to take it upon yourself to make the changes that are necessary for some of you to enter into that new beginning that leads to happiness, right? Especially if you feel right now that you're not the most happy, or that you do feel stuck, or that you do feel confused, What else am I seeing here? I think that's it. But yeah, I'm feeling heart healing is going to be it, right? And that's your inner child work, your shadow work, being more observant of your own thoughts, your own patterns of behavior, and how they could be blocking you from certain goals that you have, right? Two of Swords is also a lack of decision making, right? Which can lead to stagnancy, right? It can lead to us not really living the fulfillment in life that we really want and we really desire by our lack of needing to look and face, the decision that we make. Let fear go and take some kind of action, right? To make changes and walk through that little forest temple door of that new beginning, right? All of that beautiful golden light that is leading you towards this 10 of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.